Apple WWDC 2026, Part 1. Headlines for June 9, 26. Siri AI Revealed. iOS 27 announced. macOS Golden Gate. watchOS 27 upgrades. Cook's last WWDC. Search rebuilt. AI photo editing. Cross-app AI. Smarter Safari AI. Parental Controls. iPhone Fold Clues. Image Playground 2.0. AI Dictation. Natural Shortcuts. App Store Bundles and AI. Apple finally unveiled Siri AI at WWDC 2026, a complete rebuild powered by Google Gemini models. The new Siri gets its own standalone app alongside deep system-wide integration, allowing it to see what is on your screen, understand context across multiple apps, and hold natural conversations. Users can customize voice expressiveness and speaking pace for the first time. Apple emphasized privacy throughout, running personal requests on-device and enabling independent verification of server-side processing. The initial rollout requires joining a waitlist in iOS 27 beta, and EU users face restrictions. iOS 27 is here and it is massive. Apple responded to user frustration with last year's liquid glass design by introducing a transparency slider ranging from ultra-clear to tinted glass, letting everyone dial the aesthetic to their taste. Full-screen homepage widgets finally arrive, alongside separate volume controls for alarms, timers, and system sounds. The Weather app gets a visual refresh with highlights on notable upcoming events. Performance gets a huge boost, photos appear 70% faster, AirDrop transfers run 80% quicker, and CPU schedulers are improved. macOS 27 is named Golden Gate, and it brings the full Siri AI experience to the Mac. The standout feature is rich Siri conversations that can be initiated directly from Spotlight, turning the system's search tool into a conversational AI interface. You can ask follow-up questions, request actions across apps, and get contextual responses without opening Siri separately. Apple Intelligence features are woven throughout the desktop experience, including AI-powered writing tools, smarter search in Mail and Finder, and the new liquid glass design refinements adapted for macOS. watchOS 27 introduces a completely redesigned home screen with a dynamic app grid that reorganizes based on usage, placing your most used apps exactly where you need them. New gesture controls let you swipe, tap, and squeeze through the interface without touching the screen, ideal for workouts or when your hands are full. Workout Buddy receives major upgrades, including live progress sharing, friendly competition modes, and group challenges. Sleep tracking now offers detailed sleep stage analysis and recovery recommendations. However, Apple Watch Series 8, Ultra 1, and SE2 are left unsupported. At WWDC 2026, Tim Cook delivered his final keynote as Apple CEO, marking an emotional farewell after 14 years. Reflecting on his tenure since 2011, he said in a pre-recorded message, "Over the years, you have helped people connect, create, learn, and experience the world in extraordinary new ways. With the incredible capabilities we introduce today, I truly believe the best is still ahead at Apple." Cook will become executive chairman, with Senior Vice President of Hardware Engineering John Turnus taking over as CEO on September 1, though Turnus did not appear on stage. At WWDC, Apple dedicated a full session to search, addressing a common user frustration. VP of OS Program Management Stacy Ford announced that the foundation of search has been completely rebuilt for Spotlight, Photos, and Mail across iOS 27, iPadOS 27, and macOS 27. "We've all had that moment where you search for something you know is there, but it just won't show up," Ford said. "So we rebuilt it." The new system uses on-device AI to understand natural language, recognize people and objects in photos, and surface relevant emails, even when you don't recall specific details. Apple is taking on third-party AI photo editors with 3 powerful new tools in the Photos app. Reframe uses AI to adjust the perspective of an image as if you had physically repositioned the camera in the original scene. No more cropping, just intelligent recomposition. Extend expands images beyond their original boundaries to change aspect ratios or add more context to a scene, generating realistic new content that matches the original. The popular cleanup tool gets a major upgrade with generative AI that produces more realistic infill when removing objects or distractions from photos. Apple Intelligence is leveling up with true cross-app context awareness in iOS 27. The phone app can now pull relevant information from your mail, messages, and calendar during an active call, so when someone mentions a meeting or an email, Siri can surface it instantly without you fumbling through apps. Messages gets AI-powered reply suggestions that understand the full conversation history, not just the last message. The writing tools gain deeper system integration, understanding context across apps to help you draft, summarize, and rewrite text wherever you are. Safari in iOS 27 is getting dramatically smarter with 3 major AI features. AI-powered tab organization automatically groups open tabs by topic, project, or activity, eliminating scattered browsing. AI-generated extensions let developers create lightweight tools using natural language, making extension creation easier. Most useful is web page change monitoring. Safari watches any page and notifies you when content updates, perfect for tracking product availability, price drops, or news. These features make Safari smarter about managing your browsing experience automatically. Apple dedicated significant keynote time to a major overhaul of parental controls in iOS 27. The new Ask to Browse feature limits web browsing by default, requiring kids to request access to any website, which parents can approve or deny from their own device. Ask to Buy for App Store and in-app purchases is now enabled by default for any device set up for a child under 13. A redesigned screen time provides a clearer dashboard of device usage, with time allowances for setting specific limits on app categories. Apple also introduced age-adaptive suggestions that recommend appropriate restrictions as children grow. Apple didn't announce a foldable iPhone at WWDC, but iOS 27 tells a different story. Researcher at M1 Astra dug through the iOS 27 developer beta and found clear references to foldable device states including fold state, angle degrees, and hinge angle framework strings. Combined with a major app resizability push across iOS 27, apps must now dynamically adapt to different screen sizes and orientations. The evidence strongly suggests Apple is preparing software infrastructure for a foldable device. The iPhone Fold has been rumored for years, with recent dummy unit leaks suggesting a book-style design. Image Playground is getting a second chance at WWDC 2026. Apple AI Image Generation app is being completely revamped with photorealistic capabilities and new editing tools that let you refine images with text prompts and adjust styles. Critically, Apple made a clear commitment that it will not train its AI models on images generated through the app, addressing a major privacy concern. Combined with performance improvements from Apple Intelligence, Apple is hoping users will actually use Image Playground this time around. The app is integrated throughout iOS 27 in Messages, Notes, and the Share Sheet. Apple is taking on popular third-party AI dictation apps with a new system-wide experience in iOS 27. Built directly into the keyboard, the new dictation engine uses on-device AI to automatically correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization in real time. It cleans up filler words like ums and ahs and formats text based on context, no more manually editing dictated messages. The dictation understands context well enough to distinguish homophones and apply correct grammar. This competes with apps like WhisperFlow by building it into the system keyboard, making it available everywhere without extra installs. Shortcuts has long been one of iOS's most powerful features, but also its most intimidating. WWDC 2026 changes that with natural language creation. Instead of dragging action blocks in the visual editor, you now simply describe what you want in plain English. Type "send my ETA to my wife when I leave work," and Shortcuts builds the complete automation, checking location, calculating travel time, composing the message, and sending it. The AI understands complex multi-step workflows and generates shortcuts that previously required deep knowledge of the action library. The App Store is receiving its biggest discovery overhaul in years with two transformative changes. For the first time, developers can partner to offer subscription bundles, pay a single price for multiple apps from different developers, similar to streaming bundles. This opens up new possibilities for productivity suites, creative toolkits, and niche apps. Additionally, Apple Intelligence now powers personalized recommendations with app notes explaining exactly why each app is suggested. Together, these changes address the long-standing problem that quality apps are hard to discover without paid advertising. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to stay updated. And turn on notifications so you never miss out. Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. See you tomorrow for part 2.